Hey, how's it going? It is Adam Smith from the Commander Smiths, and it is Proxy Time. For those of you that have been waiting, I apologize. There was some technical difficulties with my camera. I had to do some updating, so that's why I was a little bit late. Right now, so I was 8 minutes late from what I was supposed to be. So fun stuff. Technology is awesome. So, all right. So what we're working on today, Esper Sentinel. I was reminded by the Discord to do this one. I completely forgot. The most played card in Modern Horizons 2. Figured I'd do this one. But here's the thing. I'm going to do a couple things. We're going to do the original art. I think I can fit this on there pretty good. We're also going to work on this. I actually have seen the only alt art I've really seen of this is of this, and it's just a basic form of this. You actually can Google search this right now if you want and find somebody else just did this art. But we're going to put our own little tweak to this one. We'll have some of this stuff in the foreground. I think the one they used had more color. I liked the one that was more kind of washed out a little bit, kind of giving you that Esper Sentinel feel. See the purples and all that stuff in this. With this, it kind of has that feel. And then also because of the Discord, we'll use R2D2 as one of the other ones. I like how this art is. So we'll use 3 in this one. I think they'll go pretty quick because I think I know how I want each one of these to go. So let's get started. Let's just get started with the original one. We'll get that one out of the way, and then we'll start working on the tweaked ones here. All right, so first things first, get all of this. Let's get closer with that. Don't like how that happened there. Again, I mentioned it last week. You can check these out if you don't want to see me talking this whole time or don't want to hear my voice. I don't know why you wouldn't want to hear my voice, but actually seeing these in fast forward on a short is pretty damn sweet. The ones I posted last week, one was from last week and one was from when I did the treasure one. And actually, I needed to make sure that I was recording. I'm glad I started talking about it because I was not recording for my editing purposes later. So that would have been bad because I think this is going to be fun to do the Star Wars one and the X-Men one as well. So I'm glad I started talking about the promoting the shorts because that wouldn't have happened. I would have completely forgot. I got flustered with the camera not working. It's awesome when you get to the setup and then you go to connect everything and you're ready to go and it's like, oh, you need to do an update. Son of a bitch. All right, so I think that's good. I think I want to get this line a little more straight all the way across there, especially since we're doing 3. Oops, God. Don't press Alt, press Shift. Since we're doing 3, we want to get these pretty close to where they want to be so I don't have to mess around with them later. I think that one's a little too high. So we are going to actually go Alt. I'm going to bring it up to that black line there. There we go. Okay, top looks solid. Maybe a little bit over here. Nope, on the stamp tool there. Get that. That seems pretty good. And this line is all wonky, so we'll mess with that one too. So as I was saying, if you guys want to see this in fast forward, check out those shorts because they are pretty sweet. I don't mind saying that because that was actually my initial plan was to do that in that format. The only reason why it took us a little bit to do that is because we had to have the right program. So this is a little behind the curtain stuff. Oops, pressing Shift. I don't want to do that. I have been using Adobe. So what I use for this, this is Premiere Elements, I believe is what this is. And it comes with a nice video editing, a beginner's video editing, like just has the basics program. And so that's what we've been using for the YouTube videos and all that stuff. Whatever's not shot with our phones is shot using or edited with that. So we went up with the money there and decided to get the membership a Premiere Pro. So that's what I just started last week. And the difference is I could not, let's say I want to get rid of that thing and then we're good to go. I could not do the thing with shorts is you have to have it edited like a phone, like a TikTok type of video. So it has to be vertical instead of horizontal like normal videos are. All right, so I think we're solid here. So up until that point, I could not do these videos because I couldn't, it was small. It had to stay horizontal. I couldn't stick it vertical. You'd have a black area and a black area below. Now that I have Premiere Pro, I was able to edit it so I can zoom in and do all the things that I want to do. And it's gravy. So that's also why we were able to do the podcast in a short version last week. We've done those before, but if you look at our older stuff and the ones before last week of my Proxy Time shorts, those are all in the horizontal format. And it looks okay on a computer, but when you look at it on a phone, it's just extra small and it just looks like crap. All right, so we're going to get this guy. What do we want coming through here? So we're going to have my early thoughts. I didn't get time to like think this one through because of all that edit or the camera stuff going on. But my initial thoughts is maybe having his arm with the sword come through there. Just have this part come through. It does take away whenever, so we're going to lose an opponent cast. So it's a kind of a new card. So we're going to lose this. So what I might do is not bring that all the way through. I'll do like a 50% or something like that and bring this to the foreground. But then this will completely come to the foreground and that will come to the foreground. I think that's the plan. All right, so let's get started. Let's crop it up. Take a drink really quick. All right. And if anybody, whoever, we have one person watching. If the odd or the, so I'm testing something with the audio, the music. For some reason, early on, I was able to get pretty good sound quality of the music that's in the background. And then I've noticed lately in the editing or watching back, the music doesn't sound as clear. So what I changed this time is it might sound a little echoey because I left on the input of the music. So if it sounds too echoey, leave a comment there so I know. Otherwise, I'll see it at the end. This is kind of my test. Otherwise, the only way to test this is to go live with it. And I was like, oh, F it. I'll do it while... Whoops, I'm on the wrong one. So you got to make sure on the background there. I'll do it while I'm live. So let's start with the top. We know that that's just going to come all the way through. There is a pretty easy... This should be an easy one to... Oops, back off of that. To do this because there's a complete different background. So that's easy there. Get that guy there. And the sword there. Or sword hands. Edward sword hands. Oh, that could have been a good one to use for this. Damn it. I don't know if there's a nice little art that I could use with that. And I'm already doing 3. So I don't know if I want to do 4, but that would have been actually pretty fantastic to do. All right, that's good there. See, I made it super easy, but we got to clean up the lines afterwards. So let's get rid of that. Deselect. Stamp tool. Zoom in. See, otherwise you have that pixelated feel to it up there. He already looks pixelated because it's very zoomed in. So like looking out, looks solid when it's a normal card. So it's going to be fine. But right now we're really zoomed in there. We have some pixelation going on. But we still want to smooth all this out. A little smaller. Smooth it. I did add blue there. That pixelation's throwing me off. Or it's making me want to smooth it out when I don't really need to. See, watch, I'm not going to, when I do something here, it's not going to really do much. It's just picking up the back. We'll get just some of those toes off of there. Make sure that it looks fine. Zoomed out. Yep, okay. That's fine there. Get that there. This actually did because of the zoomed in factor, it actually did a pretty good job of the highlight, just kind of smoothing that out. Okay, let's see how it looks. Solid. The only thing, there's like a little bump there. Might fix that just a tad. See if that does anything there. Okay, that makes it more smooth. That's kind of what I wanted. But now we have a little bit more blue up there. Because it's that sword kind of does that little jump down there. So we're going to do the same here. I'm going to just kind of fine. So there's a consistency going there. Blue and blue there. I don't know if I like that. Back it up a little bit. I think I just want to keep it like that. Have that little bit of blue up there, but it makes that look sharp. Yeah. You want me to do Edward Scissorhands, Esper Sentinel. I don't know if there's an art for it. I mean, there's got to be fan art for that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do a bonus one at some point. I just don't know because I have 3 of them that I'm going to be doing here. And this one's already taken a bit. I mean, I actually could be done right there with Esper Sentinel. That's actually not bad. Because what I want to see here, let's just do this. Let's do that quick looking at it, see how this looks. No time spent. Where's his elbow? Can't even tell with all this stuff that's going on. Okay, that was too much. It actually kind of looks good. But now we have whenever we're covering too much there. So I almost think I might keep that off of that. Yeah. Thanks, Chance. Yeah, I know. The other part of this is the 3 of them. You know, normally it's like, what are we at? We're at 12 minutes right now. That's not a bad thing at all. We were going to watch Twister tonight, me and the boys and the wife, but I don't know if we'll have time if I'm going to do 4 of these. I've never done 4 for Proxy Time. So, and I'd have to search for it really quick. Let me look really quick. I'm doing a quick Google search. I'll bring it even. Let's see. Edward Scissorhands art. That's what I need. Let's see if I can find something with that. Oh, I should bring this over. All right. So Edward Scissorhands art. Oh, I don't know what would be good. That could be kind of good. What is going on there? I didn't mean to click on that. Oh, it's picking up the shop. Oh, see, I wish I would have thought of this beforehand because this actually could be kind of cool. That one's kind of creepy looking. I kind of dig that. See, this is so you're getting a little taste of, ooh, this one's kind of nice, but that's not fitting what we're doing here. So this is kind of how I go through when I'm picking out what I want to use if I'm doing alt art. So I just kind of jump on Google, and a lot of times I'll see what comes up down here, related arts. I kind of would, if I'm going to do it, I'd need the hands in there. I like her, but it doesn't fit with what we're doing. That one's kind of dope. That one might be the one I might want to use. Because they could have the card here. It could take up the text. Let's minimize. Let's minimize that. Oops, that's... Oh, it's minimizing the wrong thing. Let's get this. Okay. So what I could do... Where is that art? I could have that take up half the text box. Oh, we're going to try it. Where's my 5? It's borderline what I want to use. Wait, how big is this? This might be big enough. You dig that one as well? Okay, we're going to go with this one. Let's try it. So save it. All right. Boom. So that's, if you're wanting to do it yourself, that is how you do it. You jump on, just do a Google search. Grab from there. Let's pull that one up. desktop. We need to find Proxy Time. Okay. Okay. That one's pretty cool. Okay, so let me finish this one. We'll get rid of that. I got to throw the Commander Smith logo in there somewhere. I want to get rid of that there. Cleaning up a little bit, not much. And we're going to get rid of the Modern Horizons symbol. So let's stamp right there. Stamp. So this is going to be the basic version of this, just because now we have 4 that we're going to be working on. It still looks sweet. It's pretty simple. Anybody that wants this, you got the actual art of the card. This is probably, I don't know which one I'm going to use. We'll see at the end of it. All right, let's get the logo going. What am I doing? I am copying. That's what I'm doing. So much going on. All right, bring that guy over. I think I'll do Edward Scissorhands next. Just paste it. Let's get a different tool here. All right, this one we'll just make easy. We'll have it behind, and I will oval shape that bad boy. Hey, Seth, I'll be drawing, so we'll see who gets. And this is actually that's kind of fitting. I guess I should say that too for Stump the Smith Savant. It is Esper Sentinel. That actually I didn't even think of that until right now. So you could win Esper Sentinel, or have a chance to win Esper Sentinel, if I draw your name at the end of this. All right. So I don't know, Seth, if you just jumped on or not. But we have 4 arts we're going to be working with here. Okay, so I think that's probably good. We kind of just stumbled into Edward Scissorhands is what I'll do on. I really want to fade that out because I do not want your attention on that as much. Okay, that's good. Let's get back to our background, stamp it. And yeah, it's actually turning out pretty nice. Oops, get back to that. Yeah, just this one's going to be good for people that want the actual card. Oh, get off of there. Pretty simple, but it's doing what I like to do, just making it a full art. Oh, I don't like how that turned out. Turn on the music. It's like blasted in my ear. All right, there. Oh, that is part of it. I was thinking I was getting a blue background, but that's actually part of that. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so that's our first one. Yeah, Seth, you definitely should. You are owed a lot. You have been a patron for a while, and I think you've only gotten it a handful of times. So we're gonna go to Edward Scissorhands. Kind of stumbled upon this one. We'll see how this one turns out, but this one's gonna be pretty sweet. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Stupid, because then I could have had it planned out. But I guess you get to see how I figure out where I get my art and stuff from. All right, so I think that's about right. It's not center. Let's move over. I'm not going to have to do any cropping on this one. We're just going to center up. Yeah, this week you're saying has been in the back, but this past week was back to school. Seth and coach soccer, so Magic's been a back. So a back burner right now or for the summer? Summer for me, dude, like Magic, the cast is the reason why I've been staying with it all, because if I didn't have the cast, we've been so busy this summer, so it's been kind of crazy. That's why we haven't done any oops, let's get over here. we haven't done any league play or anything like that. So the last time I played in person was a couple months ago, I think, at this point. And so I'm excited for the kids to get back to school because they're going to start planning some magic in real life magic. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'd assume, Seth, you're probably pretty busy once you get back to school. So have you been playing? Are you going to be playing more that's back in school or less now that you're back in school? That's the part I'm wondering. Till November, you can't play in person. Yeah. Have you been able to get any in-person games this summer at all? Like, the problem is, I was just up until like this weekend, we were gone every single weekend. So I think the last time we played in-person Magic was like right at the start of summer. All right. The only reason I'm fixing this a little more is because you can see the outlines. See this little bump here, I'm not a fan of. Let's smooth that out. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little more see-through. I don't think I mess with the hands here. This one's going to be sweet and simple. We're going to bring Edward to the front. Edward. He's like my buddy. And so I call him Edward. We're cool like that. Mr. Scissorhands. And I think this art is doing enough in itself that I don't have to do much more than just bringing to the foreground. It's more of the idea of Edward Scissorhands is the part that's pretty sweet with this one. All right, where's the head actually stop? Oh, sweet. That's awesome. You've been playing weekly there, Seth. Let's see. So the head stops and no, that looks good. Okay, the forehead is right there. Now we got to get a couple of the hair pieces coming through. So we're gonna whoops. What the hell just happened there? Could brighten the whole thing up. All right, so we want to go in. And we are going to get this very, very small to get these pieces of hair coming through. Oh, that was a little too much. Might actually need to make this even smaller on some of these pieces here. Yeah, this one's actually going to be pretty sweet. And it's mainly just going to be dealing with the top text box of stuff. Kind of excited how this one's turned. Kind of glad we just stumbled upon it. I'm kind of glad, Chance, you were like, go for it. You got time. And I was like, all right, fine. You twisted my arm. Because I have never done 4 in one sitting here. So this will be oh, yeah, that looks pretty sweet. And I don't think I want to mess with the scissors coming through there too much because I think what I'll do is just keep this on like that. I think that's perfect. All right, so what we're going to do... no, it's all right. The suggestions help because otherwise I probably might have done this one on my own without, which sucks because then you guys wouldn't see it, and this might be one of the ones that people go after. We'll see. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm getting rid of that. So we're stamping. Such a long name. I've never had like only this little space to work with to erase that. Just adding the human soldier artifact creature. There's just a lot to it there. All right, there we go. Okay, so, oh man, that like fits so perfectly with what this card is doing. Okay, so then the Commander Smith logo. Let's just throw the logo in there somewhere, but not make it too distracting. I could maybe just make it, if I get it on the butterfly, it'd be too small to ever even get picked up when I print that off. But I really don't want to put it anywhere else. Could put it in these little circle things right there. I don't even know what those are. Yeah, I guess I could get rid of the butterfly. That's actually a good point. But then it'd look really weird. You just have this like logo that he's just staring at. I think the butterfly kind of has to stay in there, but it'd be pretty funny to just get rid of the butterfly completely. I think these down here. It's adding a little more color. The other thing is the scissor there. I just don't think there's any other spot for it. So unless I added it, let's get it over first. Let's start messing with it first. Instead of talking about it, let's do some stuff. So the thought was, I could even go back to my early days. Looking lovingly at your logo, even more creepy. Just staring at it. My old days, I would just put it right here, but I like trying to hide it in different places. How small can I get that? Never heard anybody say that. I was kind of trying to do a joke there that didn't work out very well. All right, so all right. Maybe I just stamp it on the. Ooh, that actually has a nice curve to it. Never heard her say that either. All right, so we're trying to adjust where that's going to go. 2 dick jokes in about 10 seconds. All right, so if we fade that out, really this is going to only be for the digital. Like this printed off, be very hard to actually see that that's there because this is pretty much what you're looking at about right there. That looks sweet. That looks pretty dope. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't know which one I'm going to want to use the most. Okay, so now let's do it again. Copy. Xmen. This one's pretty self-explanatory. I already know what I wanted to do with this one. We're going to have the Sentinel's head come through there. And actually, no, the moon wouldn't make sense. If I did the moon there, that'd be weird. So I'll have the Sentinel come through. Might as well fade it so we can see what we're doing here. Just the head coming through there. I was going to have this part come to the foreground as well. So we give some little depth and all that stuff. Okay, so only thing I could do is crop out the bottom. So this one's going to be quicker. And then we can move to R2D2. All right, so that's there. That's there. My top, bottom. Let's move this down just a tad. Move. There we go. And maybe over just a little bit. Okay. Good. Let's get that stamp tool going. And let's start with the head. Pretty easy. Yeah. So this is in like how many like different genres in this? Yeah, no, that's why I wanted the Xmen Sentinel. And actually, I feel like it fits. Even though I did the Sentinels with Triumph of the Hordes, I just thought that this one would be kind of perfect for this. All right, so that's good. Let's take a look at it. Yep, this one's gonna be quick. So his hand, this one's further back, so we're gonna add actually a little bit here too, just to add a little bit more. We'll get his hand coming through. So it's like he's actually reaching in front of the card. I like using the card as part of the actual art, part of the picture. So if I can use as much as I can as possible, the better. All right, so we know exactly what the card's doing. So all this I cut out does not matter. Okay, let's look at that. Let's get our levels up to where I want it. 70. Yes. Easy peasy right there. That is nice. All right, so get rid of that guy again. Staying on the text box, we are stamping over here. What little room I have there. Whoops. So what I'm doing there is I'm stamping over in this area and then moving across. So you can see how that cross is showing you where I'm starting from. So when I stamp here, it's moving across and it's catching wherever that cross is, kind of in that vicinity there. So you can see it's picking up a little bit of the text down here. So that's why you have to keep going back to that. All right, so that's that. Let's get the symbol in there. So that was a quick one, but a sweet one. I'm going to put it right there, so we'll angle that bad boy a little bit. I could do the moon, but I think that glow is like a perfect spot for this. Let's get really close there. So the part that's going to be interesting is we got to skew it. So let's try to match it a little bit. We're going to skew. Okay. Shrinking this down a little bit. Scale. So it looks like I need to stretch it that way. So we're going to skew this one. Nope, nope, nope. Let's see if I can pull just this one. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. We're still going to have to squish this. Might get it in there. There we go. Now we're stretching that side. See what I'm grabbing or clicking on the corners? It's allowing me to move it a little better. So I can fit it on there. And I'll go a little wider with this because what I'll do is I'll take the Sentinel part and we're going to stamp that. Oops. Stamp. Same spot. And let's jump. Where are we? We're right there. So we need to bring this so I can see through it a little bit better. Zoom in. I don't know if I like the positioning. It needs to go up just a little bit. Oh, no, it was fine. This glow was throwing me off. So we're good there. Let's get back to our stamp tool. Right there. Make sure that we're fine on top. Okay. Now it's... Yep, that looks good. Hey, what's up, Trombley? Yes, the stretching stuff it's a little more difficult. Something I learned in the last couple months, actually. So I used to I didn't know how to like morph it. It was always just larger, smaller, but the stretching thing really helps out so you can try to get that all fit in. So those of you that have just jumped on here, so check this out. So we got Esper Sentinel, the X-Men. We started with the original Esper Sentinel. And while I was doing that, Chance and I were chatting, and I was like, actually, Edward Scissorhands would be pretty sweet in this. So I went and searched, and while I was doing this, and we got Edward Scissorhands in there as well. And then now that's the X-Men one, we're going to finish with, so it was only going to be 3, which that's a lot. What, we're 32 minutes in, we got 3 done. And then we're going to finish with this. So that one turned out freaking sweet. I think that's about the level I wanted. That's bright enough so you can see that. Yeah, looks pretty sweet. All right, so R2D2. This one should be pretty easy too. All of these turned out pretty nice, actually, and pretty quick. It would have sucked if I had one that was a 30-minute long one and I'm doing 40 minutes. All right, so let's get this. So I think with this, I haven't covered a lot of text box on all of these. So this one I may cover what the actual card is doing. So let's see what's going to happen there. Yeah. So I think we'll have R2D2 come to the foreground and completely cover it. So this one I will break my rules of covering what is going on with the picture to make up for what the card is. Let me just crop this a little more. Not transform. We want to crop. I want to bring the sides in a little bit. Get us close to what they're going to be when I print this off as an actual card. That's about the right level there. Okay, that is that. Let's get R2D2. We want the bigger. And this one I might be able to cheat on. Potentially. Let's see here. Nope, we're on the wrong one. There we go. Yep, this one will be easy. This one will be quick just because of doing that. Because then I'll be able to fill it in pretty damn quick. I'm trying to think if there was anything I could do differently. You could almost have one of the legs come over the image. But really, this one doesn't seem... Hang on. We're going to test something here. Where does that leg see? So it comes back, goes there. So the problem is you have this leg coming over the front, and then these cords go back to the back leg, and you can't just have it disappear into the text box. So then you need to include this, and that just doesn't work. So, and I did notice that I won't be able to fill it in if I have this here. So we're going to alt that. So make it a little bit easier, because then I can just really fill in what I want to do here. So let's do that quick. So this is the one that is covering all the text box. So you better know what this card does. But there's not much else going on with this picture. So that's pretty much why I'm going to do that with this. And the other ones, we have 3 other ones to choose from. So if you're more concerned about what the text is, then choose one of those to go with. Otherwise, this one's nice if you're a huge Star Wars fan. I like Star Wars. I'm not a huge Star Wars nerd. I'm more of a Lord of the Rings nerd, X-Men nerd for the most part. I'm an X-Men nerd. I don't know the comics. I'm more about the cartoon and all that stuff. So I'm a semi-nerd. Well, I play Magic. I'm a full nerd. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. So that is that. Let's get that there. We got to bring this up to the 70. I'm going to have to do some touch-ups here. Oops, not zoom in. Yeah. Yep. That looks pretty sweet. So let's do some touch-ups. All right, here. There we go there. Let's get our lines going straight here. Very happy with, like I just said a little bit ago, I'm glad that one of them didn't take a super long time, because I like all 4 of these for a different reason. And I'm glad that I was able to get that Edward Scissorhands one in. All right, so I'm going to get rid of that text box down there. We're going to have that shadow kind of come through there. And that's the thing. You can cheat with that thing, but you always got to go back and make sure, because see, it didn't pick up this. So you got to make sure to clean up the lines. Otherwise, I mean, you can make it quick and not actually do any of this and just ignore it completely. You're cool with him busting through the text. The problem, are you cool with him this way, or how I was talking about with the cords, with the one leg going through? And I didn't like that idea, because the one leg, you'd have those cords. You're saying there, chances that if these cords are disappearing into the text box, it just looks funky. So if you're going to have the leg come through, you kind of have to have the whole shebang come through as well. What I think we're going to do here is we're losing the text box there, because I want the shadow. So we're going to have the shadow come through like that, because we kind of need that part of this. Let me see. Yep. And then we will smooth out this line there. There we go. I'm going to be happy with each one of these, which I'm going to have to play. There isn't going to be one that I'm going to always play with. I'm probably going to play with each one of these for a different reason. I like all of these. I think the hard part is Esper Sentinel is such a new card. This one's going to be tougher, because I have covered everything. So you kind of have to know what the card does, and the rest of the table has to know. So this one's more for fans, for people that are huge Star Wars fans, because you don't know what this card does. You just see that you have R2D2. Okay. Lines are smooth there. Smooth out this side. And I think right in here, and then I think we're done with the smoothing out lines. Then it's more of adding in the Commander Smith logo. All right, let's look at that. Yes, yes, yes. So sweet. I don't know why I'm whispering. We won't add the shadow there. Man, let me look now, because I'll have a weird ending to it. I could bring all this, but I think I like where the shadows go there. Is that how I want to mess with the text? No, I think I want to go back to where that was. So then the shadows just on there, We're up to our 70. Text box is fine. Let me get rid of this darker stuff here. Okay, so whole thing looks sweet. I like it a lot. Let's get the last part, the logo, and then all 4 of these are done. I'll go over each one of them again. And I think it just it has to go where the eye is there. So we'll do a little I think I did 3 different logos that all had some distorting that I had to do with it. Okay, let's get a little closer. All right, so let's see. We want to skew it. And we're going to skew, might be the angle there we got to go with. Maybe not that one. I want the middle. Oh, dang it. Let me get it down to my size. Oh, I have to still get rid of that right there. Okay, get it down to the size, close to it. And then we'll do that. Oh, AJ jumps on. How's it going, AJ? Oh, man. The what happened with the bottom there? Oh, it looks fine there. All right, now I got to find. Where's R2? There he is. Skew that bad boy. There we go. All right, so we're going to do like this. Come on. I need this a little smaller. I can't see exactly where I want this. Okay, so I skewed it the wrong way. Let's skew back. And see, this is where I need practice with doing it because I don't know which way I want it to go. There. Okay, so now we're going to get that a little wider. And we're going to... There we go. I don't know if I like how that's... There we go. Okay. We're going to get it wider than what the eye is there. Oh, that's why I'm messing up because I can't see. Okay, skew is this way. Get him skew. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know if it's more clear with the club music this week because I changed it a little bit so you could hear it, but I don't know if it's echoing. All right, come on. This part's a little more difficult. Skewing the way I want it to. Now I'm really skewing it. Because what I want to do is if I get that in there and I get that facing the way I want it, it's going freaking crazy. Stop it. Stop it. Come on. There. Now, if I get it there, okay, that's how I want it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so we're staying there. Yes. All right, so now what I want to do is whoop, cut out the sides there, or maybe not. Maybe let's do a little bit because it does have an angle. So we want to give that angle there. So we're back to stamping this. It's not echoing. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I was thinking what was happening when we record the podcast. I have to shut off the input mic, and so what was happening was it wasn't picking up the music very well. It was only picking up like I think from my mic here in the headphones. And I think so when I listened back for the Proxy Time stuff, it just didn't sound very good. And so that's why I just wanted to test this. And like I said earlier, I had to do this live because you can't really test it and see what's going on. Okay, good. Yeah, we have a little angle to that. Sweet. I might do a little bit more. So the last part of this, is it in? The worst thing ever said. Is it in yet? Damn it. Yes, it's been in for like a half an hour. All right, so there, that looks good. Boom. All right, and I'm going to keep it at that level. Shoot. I kind of lost my area to do this. This is going to be interesting to get rid of the oh, good thing I saw this. Whoop. Almost missed that. Let's double check on some stuff. Some of this stuff I check later, right after the cat or after I record this. All right, so we're going to stamp there, bring it down. It's going to take a little bit more work, but we'll get it. Oops. There. There. Stamp. Over to there. Stamp. Oops. Stamp. Should have done this first, but you never know how far you're going to go with it. What pinky finger? Where's that? All right. Oops. Nope. We want stamp here. All right. Almost got it. Let's get this. Stop beeping at me. There. Now it smooths it out more. Now I got more room. Okay. There we go, guys. This is done. Look at that. Esper Sentinel, R2D2, Edward Scissorhands. I don't know what my favorite is. That might be up there. That was a on the fly design. So R2D2, Edward Scissorhands, Esper Sentinel, Xmen Sentinel, and the original one. That's a wrap there. We got 4 of them. 4 of them. Hey, and you guys, there was a lot of people on for this. You guys, normally it's AJ jumping on saying hello, boobies. So yeah, that should do it. I got to do a drawing here. I forgot about that. All right, so got a drawing for Stump the Smith to win an Esper Sentinel. That is on the line until Lowry gets stumped next. So this week we are going with. Oh, you know what? Joe, I'm gonna have to send. He sent me one, but that's the one that Lowry had seen. So Joe, you sent me one, and I know you're gonna send me another one. So you're gonna need to send me one more before tomorrow. I'll shoot you a message too. But Joe on Twitter, it is # at @JSerator_. That is this week's stump. And if you don't get me one, Lowry's probably gonna have an advantage on this. So that is this week. Thank you guys for joining. This turned out to be one of the sweeter ones. So I'll probably try to get at least the Edward Scissorhands, the R2D2, and the Esper Sentinel as a short. So you guys can check those out as well. Get 2 in a row. Oh yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Lowry's pretty good at it. Last week was it was tough. That was a tough one for him. So, but there's a lot of good suggestions. So we'll see what happens here. All right, guys. That's it for me tonight. I'll see you guys next week. I believe I will be back. If I'm not in town, I will shoot a message over. If it's not on Sunday, it'll be on Monday. But I think I'll be back in time. So that should be it, guys. You guys have a good night. I'll see you guys next week. Make sure, like, subscribe. We'll see you guys later. See ya. Bye. Sega.